All right, welcome to another installment of Old Men Yell at Cloud. I am Jim Schultz. As always, joined with me is Mr. Laffy over here, Mr. Christopher Brown.
Hey.
And Mr. Not Amused, Patrick Asbury.
I'm plenty amused. What are you talking about?
Yeah, why are you yelling at us?
I don't know.
Now listen here, mister.
Guys,
Is this recess?
I've been drinking again.
Again, is this recess?
Is that what you did during recess, Patrick?
No, just the recess monitors. They drank a lot.
Wait, is this real?
Understandable.
Is that a real thing?
I'm most certain, of course.
Oh, okay. I thought that this was like a thing and you could quantify it with like a story.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
part of
Mrs. Thompson, yeah, she used to have a little thing of Grey Goose that she would pull out of her coat during recess. And, she was never cold that winter.
Yeah, she had a lot of great tips.
Anyways, we're going to be doing 2012 Bloom by dream pop duo Beach House. We're getting fucking ethereal in the house tonight. And
Did you say Dream Theater Duo?
You wish.
I do not wish.
Our guest tonight is my good friend Taryn McCarthy.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Taryn.
Ahoy, hoy.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
So Bloom is the fourth studio album by American dream pop duo Beach House. It was co-produced by the band and Chris Cody and was released on March 15th, 2012 by Sub Pop. The album was written over 2 years of touring and was recorded at Sonic Ranch in Tornillo, Texas, over 7 weeks. Building on their previous album, Teen Dream, the duo continued to add live drums to their song arrangements for Bloom and supplementing their drum machine rhythms. Bloom received positive reviews from critics and debuted at number 7 on the Billboard 200, selling 41,000 copies in the first week. It was ranked by many critics as one of the year's best albums, and in August 2014 was recognized on Pitchfork's list of 100 best albums of the decade so far.
Well, fuck.
Appearing at number 53. And just a little snippet here.
And did it end on 57.4?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And a little snippet here from Victoria Legrand herself as she described the album. To find a word or a set of words we felt curated the whole thing. Bloom was it. And it was based on feeling and just a belief in the word. It actually has more weight for me than it has any ethereal quality. It came about where it made sense. For things to feel right. It definitely has to sit for a while, and I think that's why it's not ethereal for me. I associate that word with fleeting or not having any substance. I don't know. I'm just saying that for us, there's a certain intensity with this record, and I think the word bloom is an attempt at that. I think it's ethereal as fuck. I don't know what she's talking about.
I wrote ethereal probably 90 times as I took notes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep whispering the entire
This was the soundtrack to every afternoon of David Lynch's life.
Yeah, it does have a very David Lynch vibe to it.
Yeah, the very first note I wrote was that it belongs in the Roadhouse or the Bang Bang Bar from Twin Peaks. They should just be the house band there. I know it would work.
Confession, I've never seen Twin Peaks.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
I am.
I wish they were the band in Roadhouse.
Oh, that would be so dope. Roadhouse with Swayze, and they're playing in the background as he's sitting there drinking his coffee, ready to kick some ass.
Because you know what is the band in that fucking movie is late 80s white blues. And that is probably one of the worst genres of music to exist.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, was it the bad guy who was John Locke's father from Lost? The one who stole his kidney?
I never saw Lost.
Oh, God. Well, you just gave fucking everything away.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, short-term memory. We discussed this earlier.
Patrick, let me let you in a little secret. They get lost.
No.
And then they get
So
unlost.
harshly.
And then they get lost again. And then they get unlost.
I think you've said enough now where his memory has completely wiped itself and he
it's
no
like
longer has any
It's like the Men in Black,
recollection.
fucking stick dildo vibrator thing.
Or a cat.
Or a cat.
That's just so when they walk around and just say, where are we? Where are we? All the time. Because they're lost.
My God, there is some nightmare dimension out there where all the television programming is just programs of people walking around talking like you in that voice.
That's like fucking interdimensional cable on Rick and Morty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you can see all the shit that they're doing, in
Christopher
between the
hates Rick and
scenes, all
Morty.
all like
I don't hate Rick and Morty. I hate Rick and Morty fans. There's a big difference.
I hate every fan of anything.
Yeah, almost all fans suck.
They're terrible.
Those are called fanboys.
Yeah, and they ruin everything.
They do. It's true. I'm sorry. Chris is getting emotional over there.
I have the opposite of emotion going across my face right now, I would like to think.
Yeah. I don't know. Taryn, how did you come to... when did you
I'm
first
just
listen to
sitting
this
back
album?
and watching. I've listened to it a couple times in the past month, but I've heard probably 2 songs in the past 5 years
Yeah.
come up in my life reoccurringly.
There's a pretty good story behind this band involving Taryn, myself, and Eric Marks, former guest on the show.
Oh yeah,
Hello,
from our
Eric.
Battles episode, right?
No, that was Tom.
Oh no, that was
Eric was on for Boards of Canada.
Boards
Yeah,
of
Boards of
Canada.
Canada,
Yeah, great episode.
So
Vaporwave.
we went up to Maine, a bunch of us. So Taryn and her sister Brittany and Tom and Eric and myself and Brooke and we're driving back from the hospital because Tom ended up in the hospital for a week.
That trip.
As soon as we got there.
And we made like a Spotify playlist, and we're going through it, and like we all added our stuff or whatever, and Taryn's controlling the music and like fast forwarding through the playlist or whatever. So we finally get to one of Eric's songs, and Taryn skips over it. And Eric loses his shit. He's like, Jesus Christ, you finally get over songs and you fucking, he's like, let's just go back to the house. Let's just go back to the house and listen to fucking Beach House all weekend. That's all you guys want to do is listen to fucking Beach House. And I was like, well, we're at the Beach House, Eric.
What else
I'm
you
going to
gonna
bring
listen
something
to?
up and just say that I still listen to that Beach House playlist.
Yeah, it was a good
and I
playlist.
still skip over Eric's songs.
Well, was it all like Sisters of Mercy?
Yes.
Or- okay.
I mean, it's Eric.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I mean, I would have been
Nothing
down
wrong
for it,
with
but
that, but-
I would have been down for it, but I can see where others would not be.
Yeah.
Hey now, now.
Ah, I get it. This corrosion.
And then like 10 minutes of that.
Yeah.
We love you, Eric.
Yes. We love Eric. He just, sometimes his musical taste doesn't usually mesh with,
Just the mood.
How
the mood.
It's just the mood.
dare he?
no.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are all putting him on blast and then just being like, "Oh, sorry, Eric. we
No,
love
no,
you.
no, we do.
By the way, you're a piece of shit, but we love you."
No. Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm digging a hole, so I'm just going to stop talking. I have a good time with Eric when we go to Goth's Nights.
No, I'm gonna keep digging.
We go to Goth's Nights, we listen to that stuff. It's great. It's just not when you're at the beach house.
Oh, and there's the shovel again.
All right, before I fucking get myself in any more trouble, let's go around the table. Mr. Patrick, what's your favorite song?
What? No.
Yeah.
Make me go first?
Yes.
Make Taryn go first.
I'll go first.
All right, Taryn, you first.
Let's go the other way for once.
Yeah, I feel like
I just like to go counterclockwise because it's just against the band.
And I just like to fucking throw you off when you're hosting.
Yeah, I know you do.
just throw everyone off, all right? Quit interrupting me. You told me to go.
Okay, sorry, Taryn. Proceed.
I sincerely, and it may be a cliche that I love the song because I feel like a lot of people love the song, but I love Other People. And that was one of the songs that was on our
It was
playlist.
because we
and
would change the words.
Yes, absolutely. So I think it has some like meaning in my subconscious. So
Okay.
every time I listen to it, it just brings me back to a nice time
Nice beach
at
drive.
the beach house.
I changed.
I like the lyrics of that song too. But yes, say what
So-
you created the
So
song
the actual
into.
lyric is, "Other people want to keep in touch, but I kept singing, other people want to eat my lunch."
You're a regular Al Yankovic over there.
Yeah.
And that was
parody
pretty
songs about
consistent through the entire trip too.
Making songs about food?
Probably.
Are you
I
guys
don't know.
hungry?
Yeah. Tom was the one who cooks, and he was in the hospital, like, writhing in pain.
Well,
So
you
we
guys
all
didn't
starved
eat?
to death.
There is a series of restaurants out there that you could have enjoyed called McDonald's.
It's,
They have them everywhere, and they serve food hot and fresh all the time.
hashtag, I'm loving it.
Were you anywhere near Marlboro, Massachusetts?
And
Because
fresh?
there is one on Maple Street.
Well, yeah,
that
the
you
one
can
at
go to.
250 Maple Street in Marlboro.
Now,
they're very fresh.
I have to ask, Patrick, have they won you back yet?
Yeah, absolutely. They have a dual drive-through. You guys could have split up
Well,
into two
I mean-
cars and gotten it done, divided, conquer.
The last episode with Al, you were basically saying you were done. They destroyed your intestinal tract, and it just wasn't happening
Yeah,
anymore.
and do you know how they won him back? He drove by it.
Oh, I could do that again.
Why
I
do I
can
have
go
a
for
feel-
that ride.
So, is this going to be one of those nights where Jim and I get a text from you at like 12:15, and it's just a picture of
Picture
a
of the Golden
McDonald's
Arch.
drive-through with like
just
no
in the
comment?
message thread, yeah. Not tonight. I actually have a chicken and rice waiting at home for me.
Yeah, bullshit.
I do.
When we were at the Big E yesterday, there was a giant McDonald's slide, and it was just shaped like the Golden M's, and you could go down it.
And then back up again and then back down.
Yeah.
Again?
That
Really?
seems very dangerous.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
big
steep-
arch.
That's a steep arch.
They
Very steep.
they smoothed the arch out a little bit
All right.
to keep from death. Christopher, what's your favorite?
It's more of a W, right?
It's not the classic rigid arches that
Yeah.
your mom and dad are used to. It's the new modern one.
It's a sharp Latin M.
My favorite song was "Wild."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. For some reason, I think I'm not quite back on the old East Coast time yet, and I'm a little mentally messed up. 'Cause the phrase that went through my brain, and you know how you don't normally think sentences? You just have like abstract thoughts that you then can like turn into sentences that you say to other people. I had a complete sentence go through my head, and it was, "This is the best song since the guy from Disturbed did The Sound of Silence." And I fucking hate that song.
Damn, you are jet lagged.
Our
I've
best
had days
episode.
to recover.
You know, for
too.
some reason, the vision I had in my head of what you were explaining was just I just heard a dot matrix printer going, and it would just spit out a one word, and it would just be like, "This is the word of the day. Today's word is pear."
Oh, man. Remember, what was it, Print Shop? Is that a program that you could
Yep.
use?
Yeah, the print shop. That was by Broderbund.
Yeah, Broderbund.
Yeah,
So-
who also brought us Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, yeah. Good shit. Good
yeah,
shit.
Good shit coming out of that Nordic company.
Yeah, they always had the fucking sweetest little games and
In printing
and
utilities.
printing utility applications. Yeah, and I was just thinking of dot matrix printers just made me think of like the version, the like Print Shop 1.3 that we had.
Makes me miss the day where you could print a banner.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Just, like hang it up.
For happy birthdays.
Yeah, exactly.
My dad used to let
Waste
me
all
pull
the
the
ink.
pull the sides off of those things. It was great. And I'd make little
Jesus
ribbons
Christ, it's
out
giving
of
me
them.
a fucking panic attack thinking about it now. Like, because that always made me so nervous ripping the sides off. I would fold it over like fucking 40 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it would
fuck
never,
those
I would still
things.
tear the paper.
Taryn, do you know what we're talking about? I know
I'm
this
too
is
young.
Oh, okay.
I'm just over here smiling. I'm like, yeah, I know.
No, it's
exactly
okay. You
what you're
smile.
talking
I'm just going to
about.
sit here and fucking hyperventilate.
I mean,
Patrick.
I did play Carmen Sandiego.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'll link back to that, but
Taryn,
shit.
I'm going to ship Taryn a dot matrix printer and just let her go to
Have
town.
we
Yeah.
have
How many
fun time.
floppy disks did you have of Carmen Sandiego? Because
so many.
yeah, it was like 4.
Yeah,
I remember
'cause Brittany
installing
used to play it
Windows.
every day
Yeah.
after school. And it
Yeah.
was such a grand old time.
Yeah.
She was a mysterious bitch.
My favorite song was also Wild.
Your eyes are so misleading. That's when your car pulls up. Its hood is black and bleeding.
Whoa.
So, yeah, for once, Christopher and I actually agree on a song.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I can kind of get why, actually listening to it, why you liked it.
It's got a Casio keyboard in it.
That is actually...
So that's the fucking like key to my heart.
Maybe.
All right.
No, I thought about that because so Tom and Doug had Happy Corner Band when we were in high school, and they used a Casio keyboard, and they called it the Mad Fat Beatmaker. And as soon as we heard that, Tom was like, "That's the fucking Mad Fat Beatmaker."
That's a pretty great name.
My note for this song was Tears for Fears guitars.
Yep.
And actually, probably more thinking of Chris's particular wheelhouse. They were very Robert Smith-esque as well. I really like the sort of Prayers for Rain, raindrop guitars that kind of dropped in. Those cool little hooks were very washy and pretty.
So, yes, but they didn't really get their full on until a little bit later. Trust me, I have notes on the Robert Smith-ness of things.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely... it's definitely like in more full effect later on in the record, but this is sort of the first taste of that.
Yeah, they give you just a taste. The first taste is free.
But the song itself, I really like the chords, and they sort of they're very simple, kind of all over the record. But this one, it's very effective the way they use them. I like it.
Yeah, for this song, I just put that it cashed the check that the first song wrote, because I think that the first song was like promising but didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that this was like, all right, cool. Here's like fucking 8 choruses.
Yeah, there's some good builds in this song.
There's
too,
some
and
good
it
builds.
took-
I like the outro.
Took
too.
more of a journey, I think.
Yeah, actually, I should come lay my cards on the table right here and say that this is a first for me. This album. That halfway through track 3, I ordered this album.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Like on vinyl?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sick.
I have to say, too, on that note, that I don't have this on vinyl, but what a difference. Obviously,
Yeah.
we know everything on vinyl is a difference.
Oh, yeah.
But it truly sat with me
Well, when
after we listened to it tonight.
When we did the Foles album, when we did fucking Holy Fire, fucking fuck. Oh, side story after that. But the orchestral parts in that album really popped out on the vinyl. I was like, shit, I never even fucking noticed
Yeah,
this.
it's like you
listening
can't
to the
hear
album.
it. Yeah.
But that reminded me of, so we were just talking about the Robert Picton episodes of last podcast on the left.
Oh my god.
And when they're talking about how they sent the cell, the undercover like guy into the cell with him.
Oh yeah, when he was eating
And
the
he's just
beans.
like, and he's like, he's just eating the beans. He's like, yeah. And their idea of like being undercover was just like inserting the word "fuck" in any way possible into the conversation.
Yeah, cops never curse.
Jim, what do you got?
My favorite song is going to be "On the Sea."
Out on the sea, we'd be forgiven.
I really, it's interesting. This is another one that didn't have drums in it. That's two episodes in a row that I picked a favorite song that didn't have drums in it. It's a nice little waltz. I like the piano and the guitar layering. It's very moving. The bass guitar that's happening is very like kind of Roger Waters Floydish. I felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just got this beautiful build up, and it just kind of drops and it slams into this arpeggio. And
I
it's
think,
got this kind of.
Victoria's vocals are like stellar in this
Yeah,
song
I
in
wrote
particular.
this is probably her best vocal performance
Like,
was on this song.
I was saying during our listen, like you don't hear enough contraltos nowadays,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. She has a very Taryn, you said it was kind of androgynous and boyish almost voice. Yeah, it's very appealing. I dig it, and these were like very emphatic, very very tastefully done in this song.
Yeah, I feel like when I first listened to them, I actually didn't know it was a female
yeah.
until I actually
Well, it
did
was like
some
the.
digging.
I didn't when I first listened to the Silver Sun pickups. I didn't realize that was a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with me and Placebo.
Yeah.
Didn't realize I was a dude.
I mean, he's like, I think he's non-binary.
Okay, I didn't.
They are.
I know like nothing about
Nothing.
Placebo. I know some songs. That's about all I know. I don't know anything about them.
I'm going to
personally.
be honest. I don't know if that's true either.
Jesus
That's-
Christ, man. Don't fucking pull facts out of your ass and then give me a look of scorn like I've done something wrong. Fucking prick.
I wasn't giving you a look of scorn. I'm just wearing the hipster glasses that just make you think I'm looking down on you.
I'll never forget the first time I met Patrick. I was just like, he was this fucking hipster.
You do have a bun. Just saying for everybody.
I
who
do
doesn't
have a
know.
bun.
Yeah.
And then he ended
Christopher
up,
has two
And then he
buns.
ended
I
up being
do.
one of my favorite people.
I love Jim.
I think you guys need to stop drinking. You guys are sitting
Like
here just
in general or just
No, tonight.
Okay.
Tonight.
Because in general, that's a story for another day.
Hey,
yeah,
I'm
in
not-
general, this is neither the time nor the place.
I'm
You're
not
like,
going
actually,
anywhere.
this is your intervention.
No, this is the time or the place. Taryn, what's your least favorite song?
Jeez. I don't know. Like, I kind of like Irene, but then I'm like, this song is 16 minutes long.
Hard to know the lights on its way. The hand gets to burning.
And I understand the whole, like, wink at the end type song that comes in at the end, but it just doesn't feel...
The stinger scene, if you
Yeah,
will.
it just I feel like it doesn't. That song doesn't hold the weight that I feel like she wanted it to hold.
Yeah.
Like they wanted it to have, but I don't know. It started off good for me, and then it kind of just weaned out. And then even when we stopped listening, you were just like, "Let's just cut this
Yeah.
before it even
You
ends."
get the idea.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how did you guys feel about that song?
I liked it. I can see where you're coming from with it. I liked that one out note in it a lot in the chorus. That like in the pre-chorus, that one note that was like sliding out of key that they did all the time. That sounded really cool. But yeah, no, I see where you're coming from.
I don't even remember how that song goes.
Way
I
to
just
contribute.
wrote it puts me in a trance because
Yeah.
it really does. But it's one of those songs where she just says the same chorus line
Yeah.
over and over and over and over and over again, which
All right, I'll jump to me here because I had the same kind of thoughts on it. I wrote, it drags, but in a way that could have like been done better. Maybe
Yeah,
a better
yeah.
build, some better layering, and it just like you said, it kind of plateaus and just drags on. So
yeah, because the end of the outro is just like it's a strange paradise. I didn't hit it right, but you guys get it.
That was great. No,
Yeah.
spot on. Now I remember how it goes.
Like clear as day. Now I hate that song even more.
You ruined it.
Whoa,
Never heard that noise come
where'd
out
that
of
Gollum
Patrick
come
Yeah.
from?
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen the Disney movie The Black Cauldron?
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yes,
That's an
but
old
I don't
one too,
remember.
right?
Yeah, it was like from
Yeah.
like the mid
thought
80s.
they shut that place down.
There's this little furry guy in it called Gurgi, and that's you sound a lot like Gurgi when you do that. He's always talking about eating
Gurgi wants munchies and crunchies.
Wait, so what? I remember that movie, but I don't remember that movie. Was that the one with fucking Merlin?
No, that's the Sword in the Stone.
Oh yeah.
Black Cauldron is actually fucking cool. It's like kind of dark, and there's a pig in it. It's awesome.
I
it's,
saw a pig yesterday.
Yeah, fuck you.
a few
I
of
want to
them.
see a pig. I want to
I'm
hang
right
out with
here.
a pig.
I'm right here, Christopher.
It was
You're an old news pig.
Old News Pig. That's the name of my new solo project. Old News Pig.
All right. Cool.
My least favorite was.
Wait, you didn't finish telling me about the Black Cauldron.
Oh no, it's fucking cool. It's like a darker like fantasy thing. There are no songs in it. Which
Is that the one
awesome.
where Mickey Mouse makes the brooms sweep everything?
I just said there's no songs in it. You fucking. That's cool.
Fantasia.
That's from the one that's literally all songs.
Wait,
Black Cauldron was it was like pre-animation renaissance, so
It was. That was in the
still-
dark era of Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, it was animated by the same like same guy, or like if the animation direction was the same guy who did like all the 70s and 60s
I'm gonna
shit.
look this
I
up.
have
Yeah,
it
yeah.
right here in the land of pride.
All right,
and
let's hear it.
lowly pig herder, Taryn.
What?
Just kidding. Wait, that says Taryn, right?
Oh, it does.
Hey.
It could be Taran.
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't remember. I just remember that it's like it's
Wait,
one
so
of the.
read this. I need to know.
Lowly.
It's a Google page.
Pig
It is a
herder.
fucking page of Google results, and you're asking her to read it.
He dreams of becoming a gallant knight.
Who does?
He received Taran.
Taryn.
How people always mistakenly say my name.
Wait, really?
People who can't read, yeah.
Hey, Tron. Sorry. Continue.
Hey, poor Tark.
Poor Tark.
We should watch this.
There was like a Key and Peele skit where he's pronouncing all the kids wrong.
Oh,
and he's
that's
like,
great.
AA
Oh my
wrong.
God.
Where is AA wrong?
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
Shag Nessie.
Least favorite for me. Another album where least favorite is just that least favorite. Not the song I disliked, but Other People. And to me, that was just a little bit too on the nose, standard poppy. It was a song that you guys probably noted because I heard you fucking giggling. I went to the bathroom during this song, and I heard
He made poopies.
actually, no, it was a standard number one affair. But more to the
That's a
point,
good one.
I was thinking because of the way we fucking judge each other for using the bathroom during the course of this podcast, we should supply pots. I think that that's the best way that we can be gracious hosts for one another is if we just like Patrick, welcome. Here's your pot.
Here's your colostomy bag.
No, not bags.
we have to put on diapers.
No, I'm
This
saying
has got really kinky.
we have pots. We all have pots. We're all homeowners. We have pots in our homes.
I don't want to cook with anything that comes out of Patrick.
Then get a different pot.
Are you sure?
I'm not saying you have to use the same pot you use for cooking. I'm just
I'm
saying.
Are we
THC
still
infused.
talking about black cauldrons?
Yes.
Still on that
Talk about a
subject?
black cauldron.
Oh God, I hope not. You've been having too much iron in your diet. All right. Anyway,
Big box of Pepto-Bismol.
I think we've hit the bottom
Bismol.
point for this one already. So Patrick, how you doing?
How am I doing? My least favorite was The Hours. Only because it was probably just the most forgettable and similar to what you were saying, just the most sort of standard, basic kind of. Here's some chords. I don't know, it just didn't do it for me.
My notes for this one were Brnana wana na na na.
Fucking Jabba the Hutt transcription over there.
Are you okay? Do I need to call the police?
Yeah, I mean that was another one where I enjoyed it, but I kind of zoned out a little bit, like
Yeah.
got into a trance, as you said.
Well, I mean,
And-
this whole album in general is very zony. Like I mentioned when we listened to it, I don't think I understood a single word on this album until I looked at the lyrics today.
Yeah, but that's dream pop for you. You're not supposed to really.
it's just kind of
understand
like I mean, this is a good driving record for me. Like I'll put it on when I'm driving and just zone out
And fall asleep and then die.
it. Yeah,
and end up in a ditch on the side of 95
yeah.
South.
yeah.
That's a good way to drive.
This was honestly the only song I didn't write anything.
Yeah,
Because I
didn't-
think I got super distracted and
Yeah.
wasn't even in it.
I started doing Google image searches for Paul Stanley's ear, because you know how Paul Stanley from Kiss had like a deformed ear,
No,
and now yeah, he's actually deaf in one ear because like one of his ears was
it
like,
fell off.
No, it was just like malformed or something.
He sent it to his girlfriend.
And no, I mean he's actually like an outspoken advocate for like kids
For
with
bad ear people.
for kids with deformities, and he gives to charities and is a good guy.
Yeah, James.
But yeah, no, for some reason I got curious about it and I wanted to see like what the reconstruction was like, and I decided that that was the perfect time to indulge that curiosity.
That is
They
very
reconstructed his
interesting.
ear.
Yeah.
Like they have to put up scaffolding and shit.
Can he hear?
He can't hear out of it, no. But it's like they like constructed like an ear, so
He's like the better singer in the band, right?
he is.
Which is pretty outstanding for him to be half deaf and
I'll never
actually, like,
forget
carry tune.
going to see Kiss because my friend Eric worked security there, so we got free tickets. And I remember the first 15 minutes, we're like, this is fucking awesome. And then by the end of the night, Paul Stanley's like, we're going to keep on partying for 6 more hours. And I'm like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh God.
Have you ever heard? There's a great compilation online called "Let Me Get This Off Let Me Get This Off My Chest," and all it is like a 6-hour compilation of Paul Stanley between songs.
Now you
Supercut.
brought up Paul Stanley. Did you find out about this information when you were reading all the biographies, which then eventually led to the band Desk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All roads lead to death.
Is that the second album?
Oh my God.
There is no
second album.
There is no second album. There is no second album. Let's stop talking about this.
The second album.
We're MVP moments.
Did Patrick? Yeah, he did. Okay.
I did, yeah.
Taryn, MVP moment.
Well, what do you guys consider an MVP moment?
So it could
Is
be just
like
any part of like a specific part of a song that you were like, whoa, that was cool.
Yeah, it's like it's a part of a song that like kind of like, all right, this is the coolest goddamn part of this album.
I don't know if I really had something that was that feeling that you just gave, and you had a lot of energy for that. But I did look into something there. I feel like they use like really odd sounds sometimes. There's a particular song, I can't remember which one it was. It ends with some like weird, like outdoorsy, like bugs going on. Do you guys remember this?
I don't remember bugs specifically. Do you?
There could have been like a synthetic thing going on that may have sounded
It wasn't
similar.
synthetic though.
No.
It's real chirping of these bugs from when they went on a tour in Japan.
Oh.
Because I looked into it and I was like, this is interesting.
Did you
they,
know?
Did they create this sound themselves, or is it an outside sound?
No, because bugs only exist in Japan. Did you guys know that?
Fuck, he's got us there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Prove me wrong.
You can't make those sounds here.
Yeah, it's like cicadas or whatever, which is also very scary.
Yeah.
But I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. You
Like-
can only get them like every 15 years or so, too, because they
go into hiding.
They
Live
go
in
into
the
hiding.
dirt. and
Well,
then they
that's
come out.
that's when they go back to space,
Yeah.
and they come back when they've regrown.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that is
To
the
Japan.
truest story I've ever heard.
Yeah, they go back to Japan because they're big in Japan.
See, what we like to do, Taryn, is we like to take true stories and infuse some of what we call our own truths into it.
Yes, fabrications.
And what's great is that, like, you know, we can just do this and put it on the internet, and I don't know, Apple doesn't fucking pay
Nobody's gonna
attention.
stop us.
Steve Jobs is dead. He's not listening to the
We pay
fucking
$9.95 a
podcasts.
month
By the
to
way,
Podbeans.
happy anniversary, guys! This is our 1 year. This has been 1 year.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All right, it's time for us to get a real job.
We've made it a year and haven't gotten a cease and desist. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you thought we were gonna get one right away.
Oh, I wasn't terrified, but I was mildly terrified.
That's
I wonder if we have to worry about anything now that we're speaking truths about the bugs coming back from space to Japan, where they're really big.
thankfully literally no one listens to our podcast.
Actually,
That's
every one of our,
categorically untrue.
yeah.
Except for people in my family, apparently. Hey guys, thanks for listening.
Hey, Patrick's dad.
yeah.
Hey, Patrick's sister. Those are the only two that we can confirm have listened.
Yeah. Oh, and my stepmother too. I think
Hi,
I
stepmom.
thought moms weren't allowed to listen to this.
stepmoms are fine.
Is that a
Okay.
rule?
Yeah, just biological.
I don't
mothers,
want my
so.
mother listen to the things I say on this show.
I saw your mom yesterday.
Really?
No, I tell real truths over here in this corner.
Oh,
I said hi to
fucking
her.
all high and mighty. over there.
Wow. Okay. Listen.
Where did you see
I don't
my
make up
mom?
stories about bugs. But that seems like legit. Like I think people, if they listen to that, they would think that was a real truth.
Yeah. What about Jim's mom?
No, about cicadas coming from a planet.
So speaking of like
We all come from a planet.
animals,
Outer space. I
speaking
meant.
of animals organizing, this kind of segues me into the story I have that I told Christopher about when he got here. So we're driving to the Big E yesterday, which is a huge fair out in Western Massachusetts, and we're driving down the Mass Pike, and there are just fucking thousands of dead squirrels on the side of the highway, like in groupings, like
There have been a lot.
no, but this was like I felt like somebody fucking
It was like a mass
like a mass
burial,
suicide. Just like,
Oh, a mass suicide,
They
okay.
all ran across. They were
It
like,
was the Heaven's Gate of squirrels.
This highway cannot take our freedom, and they just fucking all bolted
Now-
across the highway and fucking died. Or some crazy bastard had fucking buckets of squirrels and was just pouring them out the side of his truck as he's driving down the Mass Pike. Because they were like literally like five clumped together, and then like two, and like for miles and miles.
Yeah,
Like,
this is in Western Mass, right?
like literally all the way from like fucking, I don't know. What the fuck's a town on the Pike that's closer to Worcester? Like literally from the Worcester area,
like Grafton or some
get
shit.
all the way the fuck out to like fucking Palmer.
Yeah, no, that's the work of Squirrel Terry. He lives out in Holyoke, and he goes out with a big trash bag full of squirrels, drives down the highway, laughs the whole way, and just
throws them.
just drops the
Oh,
squirrels.
dude,
the great
Terry,
the great
right?
Mass Pike Squirrel Massacre of 2018. Jesus
So were
Christ.
they, not to get too like off color about this, but were they like, did they look like they got hit?
Yes,
Okay.
some of them did. Some of them were pancakes.
Oh Jesus. Well,
my
I mean that
gosh.
I would say that qualifies as looking like it got hit. That's
Yeah,
not
but,
a natural
But the thing
death.
is they were off to the side of the road.
Wait,
Like,
so
who,
some of them
who
weren't
is, like,
pancakes?
some
That's
of them were
somebody's
not
job.
pancakes.
Some of them just,
though.
like, died of
That
a
is
broken
somebody's
heart or
job where they
something?
have to like
Yeah, there's
clean the
there's a plowman.
streets. Yeah, and he
Somebody
cleans
also
up the
has to-
Guy
carcasses.
driving down the Pike at 25 with his plow scraping against the pavement.
There was a so when we were at the big
squirrels.
when we were at the Big E, they had the Budweiser Clydesdale horses doing like a parade, and they were just shitting everywhere, and there was a goddamn street sweeper behind them, like sweeping up all the
Well,
shit.
yeah,
as we
because
were
their
going.
shits are like the size of a fucking candlepin bowling ball. Like you can't just leave that somewhere.
They're like, you know, when you cranberry sauce, you just like you shake it out, you tap the bottom of it. It's just like one of those.
I love
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Oh, I want some cranberry sauce right now.
Oh, good shit. Yeah.
My MVP moment was New Year. The intro to that, I just got a really strong visual for whatever reason of panning over Halloween Town from The Nightmare Before Christmas, as the town was all resting in early November. They were taking a moment to themselves, and this is the fucking soundtrack to it.
I can see that.
There's a good synth warbling going on in that song.
Yeah.
Sure is, and even Oogie Boogie is taking a few minutes to to rest.
Similarly, my MVP moment was also in New Year.
Oh my God, we're so samesies.
Dude, we're on the same track, man. Are we sisters of the moon? Or what? So yeah, I actually it wasn't the beginning. It was the choruses or whatever, like that refrain that goes through. I forget the lyrics to it.
Don't worry, nobody knows the lyrics to any of these songs.
Yeah, nobody really knows, and it's sort of inconsequential, I guess, to the final product. Sorry, Victoria, if you're listening.
Well, she is.
She is not.
She Googles her name every single day and checks out every single response.
That actually happened to me one time.
Okay.
No.
Proceed.
I was down in Corpus Christi visiting my friend, and at the time I was experimenting with writing for a like music blog website.
Okay.
And I went to see this guy. His name is Henry and the Invisibles. and he's actually really fucking good. He's really talented. He plays everything, and he uses all loops pedals, and it's just him.
Okay, so those are the Invisibles, I'm guessing, his backing band.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome. And I fucking wrote a review about his show, and he fucking found it. And he was like, hey, thanks, man. And then I ended up, he ended up becoming friends with my friend Chris, because my friend Chris moved to Austin. And we went to one of his shows, and after the show, we were talking about, I was like, hey, man, like, I'm the one who wrote the review about it. He was like, oh, thanks so much, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, if you ever want to, like, play up in Boston, let me know. Like, you know, I got some connections and stuff like that. And
I love that the ramifications of this is that this was an experimentation. Like,
yeah.
That is, like, imagine any other job situation where you could just experiment with, like, working for them. I don't know. That's pretty cool. We don't have to explore.
I mean,
that.
I wasn't getting paid or anything.
You're just like, I'm gonna experiment with writing for allmusic.com. Like, they're probably not gonna publish any of my shit. Can I talk about? Oh no, you were gonna say something.
Was I?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Can I talk about music real quick for a second?
Sure.
No, so I really liked those refrains in New Year, where it sort of like runs down this like quasi Asian pentatonic melody, and it's like, I don't know, it's just like super appealing, the rhythm of it and the way she's sort of breaking up the cadence of the lyrics. It's definitely like a highlight of that song. In a song that otherwise like was sort of meh to me, those sections really like fucking stand out and were like really cool, and I'm glad they were there.
That's what I was going to say about people searching their name on the internet. So, I used to work at a company wherein people that worked at this company, using the company's IP address, edited Wikipedia to mock one of our coworkers. Or actually multiple of our coworkers, to be honest. And
Heavens no.
yes. And one of the coworkers was in on the whole thing and didn't partake in it. And then the other coworker was not so in on it. And she was the one who used to Google her own name. So she would Google her own name to log into Facebook because she didn't know how to find Facebook. Otherwise, she'd just like Google her name, find her Facebook page as it popped up, and then click on it to log in.
That's bad.
So in the course of these Google searches, she found the Wikipedia pages that were edited. So showing a surprising amount of wherewithal, she actually searched Wikipedia by edit and by IP edits. So she saw like all the things made about her. It's someone made about our coworker who was actually cool with it. Yeah, so she found all that, and then she found one that had been edited about one of our coworkers who we were cool with, and it was the page for the rabbit vibrator or the rabbit dildo or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was just some like sex toy thing, and someone had edited it, so the line in it said, "It does this, 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 and this that some women find to be pleasurable," and then someone added ... ha ha ha, just ask Stephen Murray's mom. Wow. And for some reason that lasted on Wikipedia for a while. So our coworker found it, and she like got this guy Stephen aside, and she's like, "Stephen, I just want you to know, if you feel threatened here, you can talk to me about it."
So a couple of things.
Sure.
First of all, wait, what was the name of this dildo?
Rabbit.
It was like the rabbit.
It has a rabbit, like the clit part.
Oh, so
has
there's like
a rabbit on it.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a little like
little ear, so there's one of them that
Yeah.
goes inside the other.
Yeah, rabbit vibrator.
The other
there
one,
it is.
the butthole.
There it is.
Okay.
no, it doesn't
like a
go
little
in your
one.
butthole. That's for your clit. The other one goes in your vagina.
Oh, okay. In my vagina.
Yeah, come on, idiot.
Sorry.
Yes, in your vagina.
I'm still waiting for mine to come in. So, all right. So that was my first question. So I'm guessing a lot of people don't check out the Wikipedia page on this.
Clearly,
particular
right?
item.
Yeah, no, that one lasted for a
Hey,
little
I've
bit.
been
Like,
on.
people aren't doing a lot of research on it.
If you go into the edit history
Before they buy.
if you go into the edit history for that, just search around like 2011. I think this is when all this went down.
So my second part of that is this lady doesn't know how to log into Facebook without Googling herself, but she knows how to search IP addresses.
So I think
Or Wikipedia edits.
I think she had to have talked to a friend about it.
Could she have also asked her friend, like, hey, how do you log into Facebook without looking like a fucking
How do I
retarded
save
boomer?
this page as a bookmark?
Actually, really funny postscript to this. I'm not going to say the woman's name, obviously, but she was talking to one of my old coworkers on his first day, and she was bragging to him the whole time. She's like, oh, yeah, I used to work for an ad agency, and Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations? I actually came up with the idea for that and pitched it to the network.
Wow.
So someone at the organization from that IP address added her as a co-creator on the No Reservations Wikipedia page. Apparently, Netflix uses Wikipedia as an aggregator source. So if you search
Not
Netflix,
surprising.
if you search Netflix for her name to this day, it pops up with no reservations.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm still on the Wikipedia page for the South Street Diner.
you are. And
What
you're
about
never
the-
going away.
The like 9/11 movie, the
Oh, that was
God.
sanitized.
Jesus Christ. What was my name? Serge?
Serge McManus.
Oh, Christ. What are we doing now? Comparable album?
Yeah, did you do your MVP?
Oh, no, I
You
didn't.
didn't know.
So my MVP moment actually is in Lazuli. I think that's how you pronounce that.
yeah.
So I have this memory of driving back from a bachelor party that almost ended in a gas explosion.
Oh, yeah.
With Tom and Eric Marks. I just fucking subject Eric Marks to Beach House so much. No wonder he flipped out. But there's a part in this song where it gets really it's really washed out in reverb and it's epic and it's like the sun is fucking coming up over a mountain or some shit. And we were driving down the road, and we're all hungover and tired. And this kid is just riding his bike up the side of the road, just like with all of his might. And we're listening to this song, and Tom's like, look at this kid as we're listening to this song. This kid is just like fucking, he's experiencing freedom right now. He's just, he's away from his parents. He's just
Icarus
fucking
flying
riding,
towards
he's
the sun.
fucking riding towards the sun. And that's my MVP.
So my note for that song was the second half of that song is greater than the first half. Like the first half of that song was like, okay, it was fine. I really liked the second half of that particular track with the vocal harmonies and everything. They were very well placed, well done, very kind of Brian Wilson-y.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'd buy that.
Would you now?
No.
Okay.
All right. Comparable album? Taryn?
Yeah.
This could be anything. It doesn't have to be, like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be sonically the same. It should be fucking.
It needs to be a Boz Scaggs album.
I feel like the first couple times I listened to it, I would have to say it reminded me of the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and also Where the Wild Things Are. Like, I feel like it reminded me of the feelings that I was evoked in that movie. Like, it was that ethereal, like, dream-like state kind of consistency.
Probably a lot of bands of that vintage on those soundtracks, too. I think, like, Arcade Fire.
Yep.
And the like.
And the like.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the like? The band called The Like from that era?
Oh, yeah. The post-punk revival band, The Like.
Yeah.
They were really big around 2003.
For the record, I have a problem saying the word ethereal because I've been saying ethereal
You said it a lot of
so many
times,
fucking
yeah.
times.
Then say it wrong.
No.
Ethereal.
Ethereal.
Is that like a tomato thing?
No, that's the wrong way to say it.
Taryn just pronounced it like it's a fucking warrior princess from the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Ethereal. Like it's
Ethereal.
something you yell like in battle.
That too, or just like an elf.
Yeah, that or it's a fucking elf. Good input.
Well, their elves are different. They're different than like Keebler elves. They're not like they're not
badass.
tiny and they don't make cookies. They like live for bajillions
we
of years.
cannot conclusively say whether they make cookies. I don't know if that was ever addressed. I mean, they don't do it for a living in the fucking tree all day, but they might do it for fun.
They
That'd
could
be
make
like-
cookies. They could.
That's in the bonus scenes. It
Yeah.
just shows Eowyn and fucking.
Yeah, just Liv Tyler spends like fucking 11 hours of the bonus scenes making cookies.
Picture that
And
Judy.
failing at it until she finally gets it right.
Yeah, it's all about learning.
There's the dad who kind of looks like Jeff Tate from Queensryche. Maybe he's off baking cookies in the
Are
background.
you talking about Agent Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
He'll always be Agent Smith.
Yeah, I can't think of his real name. Hugo Weaving. Yeah.
Yeah, that rat-faced asshole.
Whoa!
Hey, come on the show.
Yeah, seriously, I'll smooch your cheeks anytime. Butt cheeks.
All right.
They're fine.
Comparable album.
Christ.
I'm gonna go with M83's "Before the Dawn Heals Us." It's the M83 album that I think is probably most dream poppy, and it
Okay.
fits
I'm going to
along
go
with
ahead,
this.
Christopher, and say I'm not familiar with that album.
Is this the song with the saxophone song on it?
No,
Okay.
no, it was. It's like circa 2005, I
Okay,
think,
so it's
something
before.
like that. Yeah, it's a little bit before that.
Yeah, Midnight City by M83. There's like a fucking Eddie Money saxophone solo at the end
Yeah,
of it.
just like an unashamed sax solo.
It's like the only good song that came out in 2012. Oh, wait, this album came out in 2012. Sorry,
Correct.
Victoria.
Once
Hashtag,
again.
hashtag sorry, Victoria.
I think that was 2010 or 2011. Anyway, it's not the same year, but yeah, no, that was a brutal time for music. When everyone's like, "Hey, here's Frank Ocean. Isn't this amazing?" No,
Oh, yeah.
fuck yourself. This is not amazing.
Yeah, there was a lot of bullshit. 2009 through like 2013.
2013 was when shit started to get its act together again.
Yeah.
Whoa, oh, Jesus. I'm going to look up the fucking, talks amongst yourself. I'm going to look up the fucking top 20 songs in 2012.
Oh yeah, please do.
I'm pretty sure Call Me Maybe was like
Oh god.
probably the big song of that summer. What else was around? I don't know. Like
Because
you were saying,
everybody was
Frank
like, oh, the
Ocean.
world's ending. Let's
Ew,
put out
call-
some
how do you
garbage.
know that? Did you
Man.
just look that up? Call Me Maybe is literally the first one.
Really?
I'm
Oh,
like really
like
weird
Legit, you
about
have. I think
fucking-
you're obsessed with that song.
Somebody that I used to know.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah. Carly
She's
Rae
fine.
Jepsen.
Some Rihanna in there.
Oh,
some
We Are
Kesha.
Young featuring that shitty band Fun.
Oh fuck! I hate them. I hate that song.
You know what? They did
so
that on
much.
purpose so that you would go like, I fucking hate Fun. And then people be like, what do you hate Fun, man? What are you, a narc? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I do hate Fun. I am
I
a narc.
fucking hate them.
No, there's some pretty bad songs.
Yeah.
Number 17, Mama Do the Hump by Rizzle Kicks.
What the fuck? That's not a real song.
I swear to God.
What the fuck are the Rizzle Kicks?
That sounds like a can. That sounds like a weird candy that's like on the only available in the southeast or something. Like we have pixie sticks up here, but down south in the southeast they only have Rizzy sticks or whatever the fuck it was called. 2012 was
I don't
Black
recognize.
Keys and shit,
I don't
too. That was
recognize
big around
anything
that
else
time.
on here.
So wait, what the fuck was that? What was that act that you just coined?
Rizzle Kicks.
Oh, Rizzle Kicks.
Rizzle
Kicks.
Kicks.
I
thought
already
it was
I
Rizzle
looked them up.
Sticks.
They look like some weird fellows.
2012. Who could forget Gangnam Style?
Yep, that's on there.
yeah.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Sexy and I Know It by LMAFAO.
Yep.
No, LMF. Yeah, that was right. Oh, and the Skyfall theme. James
We had
Bond Skyfall.
no-
Oh yeah,
We had
that was
no fucking clue in 2012. We had no fucking idea.
Well, the
even for
world was ending.
the even for the artists who are considered
did
to be
we
like
know.
big
Oh, Diamonds.
artists, like the
Diamonds
worst
by
songs
Rihanna
ever.
was in 2012.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I like Rihanna, but that song is not that great.
Yeah.
Not definitely not peak Rihanna.
No, none
All right.
of these are peak
Well,
anything.
speaking of top 40 hits, let's rate this thing.
Oh no, I got to do my comparable album.
Oh,
you
you
have to
haven't
do
done-
your comparable album too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then we gotta rate it.
I don't know.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
I was gonna compare it
I'm a bad host.
to Carnivas by Silverstone Pickups, 2006. Just because I found that in both cases they were very how do I say, wearing the
influences
on their sleeve, the My Bloody Valentine / Jesus and Mary chain / Echo and his bunny men. Just definitely wearing that shit on their sleeve and not being afraid to show it. Like it was done in a very genuine way, I thought.
All right. I'm going to go with Radiohead's Moon-Shaped Pool because I listened to this album a lot around the same time that Moon-Shaped Pool came out, and I was kind of interchanging the two of them as I was driving around aimlessly, trying not to fall asleep and land in a ditch on the side of 95.
listening to those two albums.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
And I remember when we were up in Maine, we were listening to Beach House, but we were also listening to Moonshaped Pool. And I remember driving back from the hospital one night, and there being a full moon up in the sky, and just kind of winding and weaving through the Arcadia National Park with Daydreaming playing, and it being fucking like
With me in the back seat.
Yeah.
You're just being dangerous.
I wasn't falling asleep. I was aware.
Was there a moon-shaped pool at the beach house?
I mean, I'm sure there probably was.
And just because he asks a
That's
question
yes or no
doesn't mean you have
question.
to
I
answer
don't
it.
think there was a pool. There
Yes
was
or no
pool.
question.
We were in Seal Cove.
I guess that was
So
probably
it was
shaped
a
like a moon.
cove shaped like
A cove-shaped pool.
a moon. What did we say?
A moon
What
that's
are we
shaped
talking
like
about?
if a moon was shaped like a cove, which like is very likely on Jupiter, they got fucking potatoes, God knows what for moons.
Patrick, are you gonna be able to get home okay?
Yeah. Just call the cops. It's fine.
They'll drive me home.
Say, watch out for old Barry. He's on the streets.
Old Barry.
That old man Barry's at it again.
That would be pretty good if you had an arrangement with the Attleboro police where they would just drive you home to Marlboro, like without
state
no
police.
questions. Oh, yeah, it's their jurisdiction.
They should start doing that. They should. The state police should start an Uber.
They follow me through into the McDonald's. It's great.
No,
Oh, my-
and you can pay them, and you can pay extra, and they'll flip their lights on and get you home even faster.
They also blast trap music. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is $1 million idea.
Love it. How can I get the fucking state police on board? Come on, guys.
Show up drunk.
Yeah.
That's definitely my best negotiation efforts are done when I'm intoxicated.
Hey, killer boots, man.
Let's listen to what this guy has to say. Hey, they listen to Donald Trump, they'll listen to me.
Did you ever see that bit on The Soup where they were showing like cops or something like that, and there's a guy with there's a police officer with like a incredibly intoxicated woman, and he's like trying to find out her address and stuff, and she's just like kissing the air and stuff towards him and like giving him like flirty eyes. So he finally gets her into the back of the car, and she says something to him. He's like, "Excuse me," and she looks at him like right in the eyes, and she's like, "Donka do ball." That's what you should do.
Donkadoo-ball.
Donka do ball.
I will.
You're just giving me goals.
All right, let's rate this sucker. Taryn, rating 1 through 10, 10 being the highest, integers only.
6.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Any reasoning behind that?
I don't know. I feel like their music sounds the same.
I can see that.
Fair enough. Your boy liked it, as you probably could tell. I ordered it while we were listening to it, so I'm gonna give it a 9.
Oh shit, kid.
Wow.
I was curious because I felt like Christopher could go either way with this one. I was interested to see what his thoughts were going to be on this one.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I could make your evening.
What did you like about it?
We already covered that. I liked the music.
Oh, that's fine. Explain yourself. No, that's great. I'm glad that you liked it. I'm happy for you.
What? Okay.
That's a nice treat.
Okay.
Isn't it a nice treat on a Monday?
Very nice
evening?
treat. Where are you going with this?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, I thought you were just going to be like, yeah, that's a very nice treat. I give it a 4.
No jokes tonight. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wasn't sure the first time listening to it. I was kind of with Taryn in that it is a little samey. There definitely is a sound or definitely like a sort of cadence that they favor songwriting wise, and it's definitely clear to me why. I read on the Wikipedia that Victoria and the other guy Alex are they admit that they're like perfect musical cohorts. They work together very organically, and yeah, I mean it's obvious that they sort of into the same shit. But I really liked the way it was arranged, and it all felt very genuine and not pithy. It was the second go around was a lot more enjoyable. I could kind of discovered a little more things. It was a little more entrancing, and I was a little more inebriated too. I don't know.
It's that dinosaur medium, man.
Oh, like bones.
The vinyl. It's
Oh,
made of old dinosaurs.
Made of old bones.
Just out of curiosity, please follow your train of thought. What were you going? You said like bones. Where were you taking that?
Dinosaurs are made of bones.
All right, I was expecting more out of you.
Well, I mean, you just set yourself up for that disappointment, didn't you? Okay, yeah, 8 out of 10.
I feel like I was so harsh now.
Oh, well, too late.
Too
Can't
late.
Take it back.
Cast in stone.
No, I feel like no.
Did we
I'll stick
average
with the
it?
6, but I feel like what you were saying too about the lyrics. Like once I actually looked them up and I could read what she was saying, I liked the music even more.
Yeah.
Because it's a very simple, sweet poetry. I feel like anybody can really follow along to. But no, 6. Okay, go.
But like the vocals are definitely mixed back, and they're very washy, so they're not
hidden.
immediately
Yeah.
noticeable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's actually going to be a plus for me. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I like to throw this on when I just want to fucking zone out and forget that I'm on planet Earth. It's a good driving record. I kind of like how the lyrics are kind of set back, and I can just focus on the music, and it's very washy and ethereal, and kind of takes me to a different place.
I think Myth that was the only song that I was familiar with before listening tonight, and the listen that I did this afternoon. That's a really well written song. I like that song a lot.
Yeah.
It's a good opener track.
So that gives us a cumulative score of 7.75. So we got a
Not
C
bad.
plus.
It's a C plus.
It passed most college courses.
Woo.
Won't need to repeat next year
Won't need to repeat. Nah, we're good.
unless you have Mrs. Henneberry,
Yep.
because she made me. I got a C in that algebra class, and I still had to fucking take algebra in high school, but it's okay because I got a bigger grade.
A bigger
Bigger
grade. I got a
grade.
bigger
Like just instead of
grade.
writing C plus, she wrote C plus.
It was at least 2 feet larger. It was a C. Yeah, like you said, it was big.
All right.
Tasted like Rizzle sticks.
Rizzle sticks. Rizzle sticks is still not a real thing.
It's not. It was Rizzle. What the fuck was it? What was the name of that group?
Rizzle sticks, I think.
It wasn't Rizzle Sticks. It was like Rizzle.
Rizzle
Kicks.
kicks.
Rizzle
Rizzle
Kicks.
kicks. Rizzle sticks. They do look like a pair of Rizzle
Let me see
sticks.
that.
All right, we need to listen to a Rizzle Sticks song.
They're from Brighton. Oh,
I think
Brighton, England. It's
Brighton.
it's a real place, not like in Massachusetts.
not like L.A.
yeah.
Yeah, not like LA. LA is not a real place.
Quote unquote Alston Brighton.
All right. So, Jim, why don't we wrap this up and then listen to this song so we don't have to have any more copyrighted material on this
Oh,
podcast?
please.
What are you putting on? The Rizzle Sticks? I mean, Rizzle Kicks?
Rizzle Kicks.
Kizzle Ricks.
Down with trumpets.
This was the 2012 hit.
It's gonna break. It's gonna break down in a minute.
No, this is Mama Do the Hump. That was the hit.
I need the Humpty Hump.
I guess it would be
Oh.
nice.
Ooh, yeah, we got some like Mumford and Son
very
Americana in there.
country, yeah, in the background.
Thanks, I hate this.
Yeah. That is not good.
All right. Plugs.
And we're gonna go around and rate the Rizzle sticks.
10 stars.
The
10,
fizzle stick.
10 ears of corn.
I'm going to go with our last week's Caramel Camels rating and give it 4 pine cones.
All right, plugs. Taryn, do you have anything you want to plug? Do you want to plug Tanner's band at all or anything like that? They got any shows coming up?
Yes. Well, I don't know. They have a show in like November, but they're recording the rest of their album
Sweet.
in Nashville, Tennessee right now. So Kingsman will be dropping that shit on Halloween
Wow.
or sometime around there.
Wow. Nice.
A+
promotion.
I just dropped a ambient album called Computer Music for Reading and Study. I figured I'd go with a very fucking specific title. And that's on Spotify and iTunes and Bandcamp. And
So did you
all that.
write this?
Yeah.
Like it's all your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have
Oh,
to
that's
check it out.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because I can't listen to music and read at the same. I can barely fucking read.
Well, that was the impetus. It's like there's very little music I can actually listen to while reading. So
Yeah,
I was like,
same.
all right, I'm gonna make something
But-
that's fucking undistracting.
I like that. That's a good idea because I feel the same way. I like
Thanks.
having background music
Yes.
though to like wash people out.
exactly,
Or shit.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm digging it.
So what was the link for that?
You can get it at Bandcamp, Spotify, and everything. Just do a search for Computer Music for Reading and Study. Put quotes around that, and you'll probably find it.
All right. I'll probably use that for draining out my coworkers and working on code and stuff. I'm sure it's
There you go.
effective for that as well.
There you go.
It's Christopher G. Brown.
Yeah, Christopher G. Brown, because you want to not confuse me with the other
Chris
singer-songwriter
Brown,
who
yeah.
goes by that name.
You will get punched in the face.
Oh, classy. Very classy.
I don't agree with it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah, you're like fucking Jim at the beginning of this, who's like, oh, yeah, Eric Marks sucks.
I never.
I love
said that.
you, Eric.
I love Eric Marks.
It's not like that at all. I
I'm gonna specifically tell him to listen to this episode so he can see how much I love him. Patrick, did you get any plugs?
what is it? October now?
It's October 1st.
Yeah, nothing at the moment. Just keep your eye out for shit coming up from Smell.
We
within the next
will
couple months.
have played the Beers for Years show at this point. It was a great show. You should have been there.
Oh, it was so good. We got-
Everybody you know was there.
I
got-
cannot believe Patrick played the whole show with his member just hanging out there.
I'm gonna guess that I had 2 glasses of wine and went home, and we probably made like $30.
That's an accurate assessment.
I don't know. I'm on Twitter now. Cat CATT_SB. Just fucking follow me. I got some funny jokes, observations about life, nonsense, hot takes, honey
You
pots.
have lots of hot
Honey
takes on
pots.
the internet.
Yeah,
And honey
Love it.
pots.
yeah.
I
Those
saw your
those are
honey
good
pot
ones.
today with Kate Bush.
What's the Garfield page that you follow again? I was looking for it the other day and couldn't find it. The Garfield Facebook page is so fucking good.
God.
Garfield is hot, and I want to drink his cum.
Yes, that's the one.
What? A Facebook page?
Yeah. Garfield is hot and I want to drink his cum. It's amazing. It's all like these weird. Some of them are sexual, but most of them aren't. Just Garfield memes.
Yeah, and I think
Perfection.
it,
Who's the
yeah,
the
it's
fucking
great.
He's like the fucking dominatrix, and he's like, "You motherfuckers ready for 9/11?"
That was a good one.
I just love the banner picture of it is just an obese cat, and the caption is just, "Oh Lord, he coming."
Yes, I love "Oh Lord, he coming." Absolute unit. I have, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Oh Lord, he coming.
This is why I don't want my mother to ever listen to this show. I'm going to plug my Instagram page at Metadrummer, METADRUMMER. I post a daily drum clip. Sometimes I run out of material and I post a bunch of random shit like me fucking replacing a snare drum head. I did that the other day. The studio has been out of commission. I've been doing a lot of rewiring. Cast Attack was put on hold, putting them back on the schedule. Hopefully get everything tracked fucking finally within the next couple of weeks. And then also I'm going to give a shout out to Swifty Swine, the pig racing. My friends Jared and Kelsey race pigs for a living. Catch them at basically your local county fair, I guess. Check out their website and see if they're coming to your town anytime soon.
So you can rub on a little piglet.
Yeah, you can hold. You can pay $10 and you can hold the baby pig.
I don't know if I would have said rub a piglet.
The baby.
I immediately just thought of like stroking a piglet. I don't know.
That sounds better than rubbing.
Than rubbing them.
Hey, and let me tell you, pigs love
Being
me.
rubbed.
Really?
Oh yeah, I might have to buy a pig.
You look like a pig
the baby
whisperer.
pig I was holding in the picture on my Instagram, name Honey Boo Boo. That is the name of that piglet.
Oh, that's nice. It's like
They look very
it's like the
similar.
child. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like 21 now. It's fine.
Oh yeah, we can mock her for whatever.
I have to say the parents of Honey Boo Boo actually they did a pretty good thing there. They took all the money she made and like didn't let her have any of it. And
Oh,
were
they invest it and
yeah,
save
kept it from her and
Yeah, good for
put
them.
it towards college and all that shit.
I wonder if she got her toenails fixed.
Oh my God, that was rough when she had the split.
Did you
toenail.
see that?
No.
Oh man, if you guys gotta look
were you
something
pulling
up,
that up out of
you
your
look
ass?
that up right now.
I was just really excited at what Taryn had to say
No,
about
the mother's toenail is fucking gnarly.
Honey Boo Boo toenail.
No, it's her mother's toe.
Honey Boo Boo.
I hope it's like a gargoyle
Mother.
or something.
Just
this,
hey
like,
Siri that thing.
nail
Jesus
formation.
Christ. Oh, Siri's fucking trying to answer my questions.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Hey Siri, that thing you do is break up into Siri's fucking trying to answer my question.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, that's.
Hey Jim, check this out.
Let me see. I can't really see. Let me see this here.
I mean, it's just buried.
Oh, I want to bite on it.
A little something for you to nibble on.
That is ingrown. Holy mackerel.
So, all right, I think
That about wraps up this
Yes.
program.
Yes. Thank you guys for having me.
hey,
I really
Taryn,
appreciate
thank
it.
you for
Good
partaking.
time.
Tara's like, get me the fuck out of here.
no, thank you. For sharing your thoughts. Thank you for your service.
yes.
Thank you for your service.
All right, I'm Jim,
I'm Christopher.
I'm Patrick.
and we'll see you in the hell.